Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Anton, and welcome to today's video for Legends of Runeterra. Um, so new cards are coming out soon, in about a week. A new set, in fact. And we have started spoiler season. No new champion yet. I believe this is also going to have 3 champions, like most set releases. But we have a new mechanic. This mechanic is very similar to things we have in other card games, specifically Hearthstone, in fact, but has also been picked up by other card games as well. A coin mechanic. Now, like I was saying, very similar to Hearthstone's coin, but slightly different. Of course, we'll talk about it as we look at the card. But besides that, we have a few other things as well. Such as just coin creators. I believe every single card here is a Ionia card. I might be wrong on that when we actually start to look. So first off, let's actually look at the coin. Very nice infographic, by the way, from Runeterra report. Gives us a lot of information here, just compiled into a nice singular image. So first off, what is the coin? The coin is a 1 mana burst speed spell that refills 1 mana. They also stack. So unlike in Hearthstone, where each coin was its own individual card, so basically 2 coins would be 2 cards, the coins will all stack on top of each other, still taking up 1 card slot. So you could have 5 coins, still 1 card. So 5 coins would be like 1 mana, get 5 mana back. The mana refill grows with the stacks, of course, as I was just saying. And if doubled with Karma, and I assume this also means other doubling mechanics, spell doubling mechanics like Seraphine or somehow Jace. If you're somehow doubling a coin with Jace, something weird will happen. Spell will refill mana for the same amount. So refill 5 mana 2 times as an example. Pretty good. I like this. I like that is confirmed because that was one of my first questions when I first saw the coin. So this really makes me like throwing in some of these coin cards, coin generators, into Karma or Seraphine control piles. Next up, refills regular mana first and then spell mana if regular mana is full. Also, on top of all this, it does not break your mana limit. So assuming you have like 4 coins and you have 3 maximum mana, 3 mana gems, you can't get up to you can't go over 3 mana gems. Which is both neither good or bad, but it does prevent anything. I shouldn't say it prevents, but it makes it harder to do broken things like basically turning the coin into a ram spell like you do in Hearthstone. In Hearthstone, the coin is also 0 mana. And you would see very commonly, or not commonly, but you would see some people just be like, okay, turn 2, I will coin out a 3-drop or something. But I like the coin. I like the concept of this card. It's in Ionia. Ionia loves spells, helps activate flow. If you can get some more coins too, you get a mana profit as well. So very, very nice card. Let's actually look at some of the cards first. So as we already saw, coin, 1 mana, burst speed spell, coin stack, refill 1 spell mana. What can I say? I'm a generous guy, says Set. Also, nice art. Pretty much have confirmed that Set is going to be in the set. The other 2 champions seem to be Samira, I believe, has been confirmed as well, and I think Jack the Winner actually might be a champ. Which is kind of weird because Jack the Winner's not actually a League of Legends champ and is at the moment a LOR only character, unless he's in TFT and I don't know. But first off, first card we have here, one of the coin creators, Attentive Accountant, 2 mana 1/2, elusive. Okay, I like that it survives a ping. Nexus Strike, create a coin in hand. So here's the problem. There's a lot of competition with these like small, I don't know how to put it, small value kind of cards, if that makes sense, like small value elusives that want to like attack In PNZ, you have Acorn as well fighting for the spot. The champions like Zoe, of course, Nora. I'm trying to remember the name, you know, Whoosh. You know, this is going to bother me because I can't remember his name now. I'm actually going to look it up because it's really going to bother me. I mean, you all know the card I'm talking about, but I'm just going to look it up because I'm probably going to mention it a couple other times. And his name is... There's a lot of one drops. He is... Ah, that's right. Vastayan Disciple, you know, 1 mana, 1/1 elusive guy, Nexus Strike, recalled, and transform into Shimon Wind. So just in Ionia alone, this card's kind of competing with Vastayan Disciple for a elusive card that wants to Nexus Strike and give you value. While the coin itself is really good, I feel like a problem with the coin in general is the coin generators need to be good themselves. And this is okay. Like, this is not terrible. I don't think this is a terrible card. I don't think this is a great card. I think this is a solid card. Also going to be very, very difficult to evaluate cards this spoiler season because of rotation coming up, and we don't really know what's being rotated. So who knows? Maybe there will be a good 2-drop slot opening for Ionia decks. But yeah, I like the card. It's fine. It's not the worst, not the best. But if coin, like, do coins matter? How much do coins matter? Are coins just, like, does Set care about coins? If so, then even I'm more incentivized to play a lot of these coin creators. Now, the next card. This card, I think, is the best, in my opinion, out of all the cards shown today. Besides the coin, of course, but the coin's not collectible. Tag Out. 2 mana fast spell. Recall an ally, create a coin in hand. Or spend 5 mana to recall an enemy and create a coin in hand. So, first line of text, it makes it a retreat that doesn't give you a return. And instead of getting a return, you're getting a coin. I would not play retreat that gives me a coin instead of return. Return is really, really good, being able to bring out, like, Eye of the Dragon, a 3-drop like Master Yi, Shadow Assassin, etc., etc. But the flexibility of being able to, in essence, have your retreat be a Will of Ionia, kind of, is pretty solid. Most of the time, like, I really like this as a 1 or a 2 of in a lot of slower Ionia decks as a protection spell predominantly, but if need be, I can use it as a Will of Ionia. I'll be like, okay, well, my opponent's attacking with a lot of stuff. Let me bounce, like, the scariest unit. Like, oh, they played Ornn. Let me bounce Ornn. Here's the problem. In terms of protection in Ionia, like, smaller protection, like, not just Deny, there's a lot of competition. Counter spells like Deny and Nopify. Syncopation. I already mentioned it, Retreat, Return. And there's so many that I can't even mention. So these kind of, like, cheap-ish protection spells in Ionia had to be really, really good. Twin Discipline as well. Some of them are very meta-dependent as well. But I like the card. I really like it because of the versatility it gives you. Like, I would never play a 5-mana recall an enemy unit to create a coin. And I wouldn't play a 2-mana recall an ally to create a coin. I would play neither of these cards. I would rather play Retreat if I want the first line, and I'd rather play Unworthy Soul if I want the second form. But again, I've said this like 5 times now. Versatility is so good in a card. Being able to have, like, basically modal spells, so powerful. And we've had a lot of cards like this where you get an option between 2 things by now, so you should all know how strong having that option is. So yeah, I like the card. And coin is nice too, because, you know, extra spell helps activate flow is always good. And our last 4 cards, all units. Not all of them are coin creators, but they all have a little bit of coin synergy. First off, Bout Security. 3 mana 3/3. When I'm summoned, create a fleeting Bout Security in hand and grant other Bout Security +1/+1. So he doesn't buff himself. Empowered 5 quick attack. So here's my problem. 1. This is really slow. Two. It seems like this is meant to be some kind of coin payoff where you just have a coin that's like, have a bunch of coins, like 3 or 4 coins, and you play bout security, then use some spell mana to get back mana, and then play another bout security, and then you have like 2 4/4s, or maybe even like 3 5/5s, all with quick attack. Cool, but all that mana I'm spending and all that prep work I'm doing to get the coins as well, or the time I'm waiting to get just more mana naturally, I feel like I could be doing a lot better stuff than that. Like, what deck wants this? Like, Ionia Beatdown? Ionia Beatdown is, well, kind of bad, but Ionia Beatdown takes the form of 2 kinds of decks. Elusives, which don't want this, and Zed Ephemerals, like Zed Hecarim, which also don't want this, so I don't know what deck wants this. And obviously control decks don't want this too. Like, you know me, I'm always full of copium when it comes to control cards and control decks. I'm going to tell you right now, no control deck is going to play this card. I've had some people say like, oh, well, what if you somehow discount it? I feel like if we're trying to do some kind of discount shenanigans, there's so much better stuff you can be doing. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not a big fan of this card. I just think there's too much work for not enough payoff, and also no archetype really likes this. Like, the only thing I can think of is, like, what? Go Wide Ionia? But again, Go Wide Ionia is predominantly either elusive or ephemeral shenanigans, and this, well, is just a big quick attack guy. Next up, Smooth Mixologist. 4 mana, 3/4, play. Heal an ally or your Nexus for 3 mana, or for 3 health, and create a coin in hand. So it's basically a Kindly Tavern Keeper for 1 extra mana, and in exchange you get a coin and an extra point of health on the unit. I mean, Kindly Tavern Keeper is a good card. Pretty solid card. Here's the issue. Ionia has good healing. Eye of the Dragon is one of the best, if not the best, healing cards, and somehow hasn't been nerfed yet, which I'll be honest with you, I don't think it needs a nerf at the moment. But a lot of people think Eye of the Dragon needs a nerf, and that should just show you how strong of a healing card it is. There's also Tasty Fey Folk as well, the 3 mana 4/2 lifesteal guy. Between Tasty Fey Folk and Eye of the Dragon, I'm not really sure why you would play this card unless you really, really, really want a coin. So maybe the coin payoff, maybe there's enough coin payoff like from Set himself or other cards, but I don't know. I guess you could also argue it helps activate a tune, so maybe something in like Targon. It does heal your own units too, so it's not always healing face, like, you know, lifesteal units like Eye of the Dragons, Dragonlings, or Fey Folk, so you can use it to heal your Karma? Your Lee Sins? I don't know. But I don't think it's a bad card. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think it's bad at all. I just think there are better options if you want healing. Maybe in a meta, maybe in like some kind of meta you would like this, but I just think there are better options for healing in Ionia. I like the artwork though, I'll give you that. Very cute. Next up, now this card, I think it's bad, but I could also see myself being wrong. Master Bingwen, I don't know how to pronounce that. Bingwen the Sieve, 5 mana 3/3 elusive. Okay, really understated for his cost, but elusive is a powerful keyword. Play. The next time you play a unit this round, summon an exact ephemeral copy of it. So, I like that it says unit and not followers, so it can copy champions. Now, this is like really dirtily and memey, but I'm thinking like, okay, turn 10, play Master Bingwen. With the way it's worded, even if your opponent removes Bingwen, the effect should still go off. And then I play Karma, and then I have 2 Karmas. Yes, the second Karma is ephemeral, but, you know, bounce spells, recall spells. Also, it feels like with all these coin stuff, they want you to play Bingwen and then play a coin, get back some of your mana, and then play a card. What I'm scared of with this guy is Kennen. I've heard some rumors Kennen might get rotated, but those are just rumors. No idea. But this, like, Ari Kennen and Kennen in general loves, well, creating more Kennens. Solid champ spell. Getting more Mark of the Storm, I think is the name of his 0 mana spell. Really, really powerful. And Bingwen, while the stat line on this guy is not great, a 3/3 elusive does beat down pretty decently. So yeah, I'm a little scared of the guy. I think it might be too slow. In the current meta, I think this guy would be way too slow for Kennen piles. Kennen himself's just not doing too well. But post-rotation, depending on what gets rotated out, I could see this guy being very annoying. And our last card, very simple card here. Pit Professional, 3 mana 3/3. When I'm summoned, create a coin in hand. Not much to talk about with this card. I think this card is bad. Like a lot of the other coin creators, I think the only reason you play this card is you really, really, really care about the coin. But I think there are better things you can be playing early game in Ionia. Maybe if this was like a 2/4 or even a 3/4, sure, I'd consider it. But yeah, this is just, I don't know. I'm not interested in this at all in any Ionia decks. Ionia control piles have better stuff. Ionia aggressive decks and mid-range decks and synergy or whatever you want to call it have better things they can be doing. So the only way I see this card actually seeing play is if Set really, really cares about lots of coins. And that's it. Those are all the cards that have been revealed today. I do like this mechanic. Big fan of the coin. I also really like that the coin doesn't seem like it's predominantly for one archetype. It feels like it could just be good in all archetypes. Solid for control, solid for mid-range, aggro, combo, etc., etc. I like that it's burst. I'm actually kind of surprised it's burst, but I like that it's burst so you can play coin in combat to get some mana back. Pretty sweet. But yeah, I'm surprised it's not focus speed in all honesty, because I don't know why. It feels like recently they generally don't like you doing too much crazy burst speed stuff during combat, but you know, I'll take it. So yeah, I don't know. Like, it's kind of hard to evaluate these cards without seeing Set and without seeing what cards are getting rotated, but I think it is a pretty good start for spoiler season. New mechanic, solid units, very, very good in my opinion. Spell here in the form of tag out as well. Anyway, though, that's going to be it for today's video. I'd love to hear your opinion on this new mechanic, the coin. What do you think of the coin? Do you think it's good? I feel like the coin itself is really good, but I feel like people are overrating the coin, or coins in general, because while the coin and stacking coins is good, a lot of these coin creators are not that great. Like at the moment, we've got, what, 3 coin creators? Pit Professional, which is meh. Smooth Mixologist, which isn't terrible, but there's better healing. An Attentive Accountant, which has to actually Nexus Strike, so it can be blocked by other elusives. Sharp Sight, blocking Badger Bear, or just killed with something like Mystic Shot or a Challenger. So yeah, like I'm at the moment, I'm not really seeing too many shenanigans being done with coins, but of course, Set will probably have something to do with coins as well. And Set will probably create coins himself. But yeah, I'd love to hear your opinion on these cards and the coins in general. What you think they will go really well with, like these cards already, and how you would build with these cards. And what you think about Tag Out as well. I'm really curious what you guys think about Tag Out. Do you think it's good? I think it's good. Anyway, if you also just enjoyed the video in general, I'd love it if you could leave a like or a comment down below. Always helps me and always helps out the channel. And if you guys want to keep up with the Legends of Runeterra content, you can always go and subscribe to the channel as well. Also, if you want to watch me play some Legends of Runeterra, you can go and check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Senaton, where I stream pretty much every single day. Anyway, though, with that all said and done, thank you all again once more for watching this video. And until I see you guys in the next one, bye!